Hello, everyone, and welcome you all to another chapter of the Advanced CapCut for Video Editing tutorial. So now we are on our chapter number 9, where I'll be showing you guys about the pop-out effect in CapCut. So we'll be learning about all that over here in this particular chapter. So let's not waste time and let's get started. So now over here, as you guys can see, this is another new project. And what I'm going to do first is let's click on import and I can basically import different kind of videos right from here. Okay. So as you guys can see that I do have this particular video right over here. And at the same time, what I can do is I can just take some other video which I do have created. Otherwise, let's say I will just open it up right from here. Okay, and also from the stock materials I can actually import a video. So if I just search for here like the keyword of model. Okay, so I just want to show some modelings over here. Okay, so over here you guys can see that there are different kind of videos. Okay, so you guys can basically use any right from here. So let me just take this particular video. Okay. So let's go here. This is an image basically, which you can also use. So for that, now let's try to search for any kind of horizontal video, or let's say some landscape video right over here. Okay. So you guys can actually search. Let's say I will just take this particular video, and over here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come here and I'm going to import this video right over here as well. Okay. So once I do have this particular video, the next thing is let's come here, let's go to my device, and from here let's import this particular media as well. Okay, now I will just click on Shift Z to zoom to fit over here in the timeline, and now let's bring this particular video at the starting. So now let's check what is the total duration. It is somewhere around 25. And now I will just decrease the size of the frames, let's say. So I'll just decrease the size right over here. Let me just play this frame on top. And what I'm going to do is once I just bring this particular playhead over here on top, I'm not able to see this overlapping frame. So for that, what I'm going to do is let's come here, select this one. Let's select my frame. And now I'm going to decrease the size manually. Okay, so I'm gonna come here, decrease the size, and at the same time, gonna put this one right over here. So now we need to understand that we are trying to actually create a pop-out effect, but this particular video, somehow I'm not basically liking this video much. So let's go to this model option again. And from here, let's try to take some video regarding my key search itself. Okay, so let me just take this particular video right over here. And for now, I will just delete this one and let's search. Let's click on this option and I'm going to place it right over here on top. Okay, so at the same time, I will come here, I'll just decrease the size, and here you guys can see how this particular video looks as well. Okay, so let me just place it over here in one corner. And once you have placed this one, if I just click outside, you guys can see how it will appear. Okay, so this is how it will actually appear just with a perfect cut. Okay, but at the same time, what I want to do is I do want to increase the size, and over here now I do want to put up next. Okay, or this is the next video. So in that particular case, now let's come here, let's select this particular frame at the beginning. Now I'll just click on Shift and I will just place it right over here. Okay, so once you have placed it, let's go down, and under opacity you guys can just give this up a 0 opacity. Otherwise you guys can just change its position totally. Okay, so to do that, let's click on add keyframes, and now I do want it to appear from down. Okay, so one keyframe is already being added. So now I will just bring right over here, And now I will just bring this particular video up over here. Okay, so I'll just add another keyframe, and now it's 6.24 frames, and now exactly around 7.2 frames I do want it to bring down. Okay, so let's see how it actually looks. So let's play this one. Let's come here, and you guys can see that there is a small jump. So let's notice that particular jump again. And over here now, let's move this one up, and now let's play this. So I will just go back again. Let's delete this one, and now let's delete this again. And after that, I will just click on this particular option over here, and now let's just move this one right over here on top. So make sure to click on shift to have a perfect straight lining. Okay, so I'll just come here, bring it over here, and after that let me just go around few frames, exactly around 7 seconds. And now let's click on this option again. Let's click on shift, and I will just bring it down back again. So now let's see, this is quite alignment. And here you guys can see, now you guys can see the pop out effect. Okay, so over here now let it just stay at this particular point. And now over here again, I will just add another keyframe, which is at 69 sec. And again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come right over here. Let's say exactly right over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on shift. Okay, let's select this one. Let's click on shift, and I'll just move it on top a little bit. And lastly, let's come here and the end. Okay, let's come right over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on this one. Let's click on shift. Let's go back. Let's click on shift, and now let's move this one down. Okay, so this is how it actually works. Let's see the pop out effect, and here you guys can see it pops out, and again it pops out again. Okay, so now let's just pause this thing, and here now let's try to add out some key frame or some musics as well. Okay, so before that, let's go to the audio. Okay, and from audio, let's search for pop out. And if I just click on enter, you guys will be able to see that I do have a lot of pop out musics. Uh, So let's go to sound effects from here. Okay, let's just play those things. Okay, so let's play. Or let's just put the keyword as slush. Okay, so let's see what kind of music I have. So now I will come here and I will just put out this music at the beginning. Okay, so let's come here. Let me just put out the music over here. And also at the same time, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put out different kind of transition. So let's click on Alt and let's come right over here and let's place it. Okay, so once you're done, let's play. So yeah, this looks quite nice. But at the same time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click, and now I'm going to deactivate, or I'm going to extract the audio out of it. And I'll select this audio and I'll just delete this audio, as I already do have audio with this one. Okay, but if you want me to actually get some different ones as well, or let's go with pop from here. let's try to play these things out. So let's come here. Let's try to place this one. So now Shift Z to zoom to fit over here in the timeline. So now I will just place it right over here, Shift Z again and again. It is actually coming right over here itself. So I can come here and I can just go with 4.6, and also I'll just go with 4.6 over here. So let's hear how it sounds. So yeah, this is basically done. But the next thing what is left is I need to add some text over here with this B-roll particular footage as well. Okay. So for that, now first thing, let's add this one. Let's go to animation, and over here you guys can actually add some animation as well. Okay. So let me just go with this shake animation. And also under out, let's go with the zoom in function. Okay. So yeah, this one actually looks good. But now again, I'm going to put another text box right over here. Okay. So for the text box, then again, what I'm going to do is let's go to text option. And from text option, let's come here. And now let's go to this add text. Let's select presets. And here you guys can see that over here you do have different kind of presets. And under templates, here you guys can see there are a lot of templates which you can use. Okay, so these are some of the nice templates and mostly used one. So from here, let's select one. Okay, let's check which one can we take from here. Okay, and let's take this one. So let's come here and let's download this one. So now I will just come here and now let me just add it over here itself. Okay, so now from here, let's select this text. Let's bring my playhead, and now let's come here, and if you just right click, and if you want to come here and if you want to create a compound clip, you guys can do that. Let's come here, and now I do want to delete the first paragraph. Okay, so if you do want to come here, if you do want to delete the first paragraph, you guys can actually do that. Okay, so let's come here and let's just select this phrase. Let's go to this option right over here. So come here and now let's write up next. And what I can also do is I can just put an exclamation mark over here, and now I can just place it somewhere over here as well. Okay, so let me just place it somewhere over here. Okay, and if you do want to give this one up a rotation at the same time, you guys can come here and you guys can just have a rotation over here as well. Okay, so let's come here. Let's add up a rotation. Okay, and here you guys can see this one looks good. Okay, so at the same time, let's select this one. And if you do want to add up a stroke, you guys can come here, click on to the stroke option, and you guys can also work with that. Okay, so at the same time, right over here, you guys can see if you do want it in a work sans black option, you guys can also do that. Otherwise, totally, you guys can just give this one up a rotation right over here. Okay, let's come here, and from here now let's just place it on the side, and let's see how it actually looks. So let me just decrease the size, Yeah, let's decrease it right from here again. So now let's click on shift, and at this particular point, let's see how it appears. So yeah, this one kind of looks good as well without any animation. Also, this one basically looks quite good. So yeah, once it is done, if you're happy with this one, you guys can see that now I do have actually put out some sound effects over here as well in the pop out place. And now this is time for some animation. So over here, I do have applied some animation over here already. Okay, so lastly, let's select this one. And if you want to work with any kind of blend and stuff or opacity, you guys can come here and work with those options right over here again. Okay, so now once you are basically done, so now over here, as this is done, and at this particular point, okay, so this one actually looks a bit too dull. Okay, this particular area. So for me, let put some kind of effects. So let's search for pop over here. And under pop, you guys can see that I do have a lot of these options. Okay, so there is video effects as well as there is body effects. So you guys can come here and you guys can actually download from here as well. You guys take this cartoon option over here. Here you guys can see there is cartoon 1, there is cartoon 2, okay, and there is this pop option as well. Okay, so now what I can do is, first thing, I can come here and I can just decrease the level of the audio. Okay, so let's go to pop, and what I will do is I'll come here and I do want to put this one at some certain points. Okay, let's say I will just put it right over here. And now let's click on Alt. Let's place it over here. And let's click on Alt and let's place it right over here again. So now let's see how it actually looks. Or also let's go with this lightning effect. Okay, so let's add over here. Okay, so now I will come here. Let's put out this lightning effect over here again. Let's just place it exactly the same place where I do have put that cartoonic effect. So let's come here. Let's select this one. Let's click on Alt and let's place it over here on top again. So now let's play this one. So yeah, this particular part, let's click on Alt and over here, let's put, and the same way, let's put it right over here back again. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys to have understood this class on how you can actually work on this particular video using the pop out effect. Okay. So I do have used this lightning effect over here. I do have basically used the pop effect over here as well. So once you are done, you guys can see what is going to be the texture, what is going to be the filter. And once all those are fine, you guys can just go and click on export. And over here, let's change out the name as pop out effect. So I'll just click on pop out effect, and here you guys can see this is done. Let's click on export and this particular video will get exported. So I'll show you guys about that as well, but let's wait for some time for it to get exported. So yeah, you guys can see that this particular video has been exported as well. So now let's move on to my player where all this file basically will get saved in my resource file. So from here, let's search for the pop out effect. Okay, so here I do have the pop out effect, and here now let's view it on a large scale. Okay, so let's come here. Let's just decrease the audio from here. Let's go with 50%. And now let's play this particular video. So yeah, I hope you guys have understood this class on how you can actually create a pop-out effect over here in CapCut. So see you all in the next chapter. Till then, take care and goodbye.